Mamelodi Sundowns 3, St. Eloi Lupopo 1 in the CAF Champions League group stages. For me personally, this was gonna happen, and I expected at least more goals because of when you measure Sundowns' strength versus the Lupopo strength, you can see that these are two teams from different worlds. And I mean, when it comes to the strength, not the countries themselves, but yeah, because we saw Lupopo by the time they played Orlando Pirates in their last match against Orlando Pirates, where they defeated Pirates in the penalties after they lost 3-0. That this is not the typical Champions League playing team. And you can see even today that they were all over the pitch. They were trying to defend. They were trying, like, their strategy in this match was to defend. They were expecting maybe to, or hoping to, play Mamelodi Sundowns to a draw, which was gonna be difficult, especially at home when Sundowns play in Loftus, because Sundowns are very good when it comes to playing the CAF Champions League group stages. They've been doing so well, like, since 2016, last time they won the Champions League. They've been, even before that, they've been doing so well, because Sundowns play the CAF Champions League group stages the way they play the league. They know how to navigate around the league. They know how to navigate around the CAF Champions League group stages. And special shout out to Tashriq Mathews. He had an amazing game, and honestly, Mathews has been consistent, and I don't get why he's currently being overlooked to go play in the Bafana squad, or maybe just to be there to get that feeling of experience. He needs to. I think he's one of the players that need to continue like this for at least the next coming games, so that he can be selected to go to the AFCON. Because of, I think he needs, as a player, he needs that experience to be in big tournaments like AFCON, so that he can maybe prepare, and when he comes back there, he should up his game, so that he can go represent the nation at the World Cup next year. Because Mathews, I'm very impressed by Mathews' game. He's very tactical. He's very tactical disciplined. Mathews, Allende, and Nuno Santos today, they won Masanda one at this game. And I think Sundowns had a near perfect game today, honestly. That goal that they considered, I guess it's one of those goals that, the opposition catches you on a break, or catches you sleeping, and they just slaughters it in. But even when they went into the halftime at 1-1, for me, I already knew that Sundowns will come back and win, because I could already see that Lupopo is not a disciplined team in general. Lupopo, if there's one team that I have realized, or that I've seen in this year's CAF Champions League, that doesn't have discipline, it gotta be Lupopo. Lupopo lacks discipline, like tactical discipline. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. And I was, before or after maybe their match against Pirates, I had to go and look at some of their matches, how they normally play in the league, and like, I got the sense of what this team is. Like, it's one of those teams in one of those leagues that plays, that just comes out of nowhere in the league, and they do well, and they find themselves in the CAF Champions League. But for Sundowns, it was for Sundowns, it was a must win this game. I was gonna be surprised if Sundowns didn't win this game, and I would have known that they have a mountain to climb if they didn't win this game in the group stages of the CAF Champions League. Because playing against a team that is all over the place, playing against a team that, when they defend, the entire team goes at the back. When they attack, the entire teams try to go at the front. It's as if like you're watching an amateur football club playing against a top tier league team. But shout out to Miguel Cardos. I think he came into this game with a plan, and his plan worked. And like I said, guys, shout out to Tashriq Mathews. I can't stop complimenting him, because he had amazing game in this one. And Allende also, Allende is very consistent. Allende is one of those players who can confuse you. If you look at his stats and you don't see much of goals, you will think Allende doesn't do too much until you watch his games, until you watch Mamelodi Sundowns play, and you can see Allende is one of those like he's one of those men in the middle for Sundowns. If Allende is not in the team, you can already see Sundowns it doesn't really do well, because of like this is a player who understands the coach tactics. This is a player who understands what the team wants from him, and he's doing exactly that. I think in this match he continued where he left off in the league. He continues where he left off in some of the cup games. And yeah, Nuno Santos, man, did he really is this one of those matches where he tried to introduce himself officially in the South African football? I don't know. We're gonna see. But he had great game, and I think he could have scored more. Sundowns could have easily won this match with at least 5 goals, 6 goals. They missed out on great opportunities that they should have converted. But hey, shout out to Masandawana for this league. They are top of their group currently in the CAF Champions League. Lupopo find themselves at the bottom. The second from the bottom is MC Alges of Rolando Mokoena. They lost to El Hilal yesterday, 2 goals to 1. And the second in the group is El Hilal, who beat MC Alges. Mamelodi Sundowns on a cruise control for now. And the next game Rolando Mokoena is playing against Sundowns. Sundowns is traveling to MC Algiers. They are traveling to Algeria to face the MC Algiers. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that unfolds. I think that match will come after AFCON, because right now we are gearing up for AFCON, and yeah, that's that. So shout out to Masandawana for a great win, and it was meant to be. And I don't know, will they win this match, the reverse of this fixture away at Lupopo? I think so. This to me doesn't look. This team to me doesn't look a typical team that can maybe scare Sundowns or pull what they pulled against Orlando Pirates. So once again, Sundowns. I'm expecting Sundowns to be clean in this group. Maybe MC Algiers can sort of like intimidate Sundowns, but I don't think they can really do much of damage to Sundowns in this group stages. So I see Sundowns topping this group from start to finish. So I don't know. Tell me what you think, guys. This was the CAF Champions League group stage match against Lupopo from Sundowns, who won. Yeah.